Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're out here on a beautiful morning. Some good overcast. We got fish looks like they're kind of starting to bust already. Just got out here. I actually got out here a little bit later than I wanted to. The sun's just kind of coming up though, so we got plenty of time. And we're just going to kind of throw a few baits around to see what's working and see if they're in here right now. It's kind of like later in the season. It's middle of November. I usually start getting them beginning of November. It just hasn't really happened for the big fish. A lot of small ones. Let's find out what's happening. There's a fish. Doesn't feel big. That's a baby striper. Okay, so we caught plenty of these the last couple times I've been out here. So we aren't looking for these. Oh, he's gone. Good. I didn't even want to touch that one. It was probably like a 1 pound striper. Little dink. But the big one's in there. All right, let's see if we can get something bigger than that baby striper. I think they might actually be out here. Just gotta trigger that big one. Yep, there's another bite. There's one. It's another baby schoolie. I'm getting a ton of bites. I got like 4 bites on that cast. So there's probably a big school of these tiny ones down there. But I bet you there's a big one down there with them. Yeah, just little dinks so far. That's 2 and a couple casts. Let's try on the bank for a second. There's a fish. Oh, big smallie. Jeez, that's a tank. That's a tank of a smallie. Look at that guy. Holy crap. I was not expecting a big smallie. Check out that first smallie of the day, guys. What a beaut right there. That was a gorgeous little fish. Oh, he just moonwalked. Bit the A-rig right next to the bank. Was not expecting that at all. I thought a striper was gonna bite it. Kind of snuck back in here to this little cove. I remember last year I came over here and we got a bunch of largemouth over here. Oh, they're busting on the bank over there at the shad. Right when I get here, dude, look at them going. Let's get over there and throw some topwater. Heck yeah. This is where the baitfish go in November. Like, they just push up into these coves, super thick. I've got a super spook tied on right now. That's been working like a charm for me lately. And they were just blowing up. Oh yeah, oh my God, those are stripers, guys. Those are stripers. I thought that was going to be a largemouth. That was a striper. There he is. Oh, that's a largie. That was a striper, though, that I just saw. Oh, he's gone. All right, guys. I think we found him. Okay, we're going to throw the rig. That was a striper for sure. There's a fish. Okay, that's another largemouth. All right, we found some fish, guys, but I want that big one. He's gone. That was a baby. That's crazy, dude. That was a big striper, too. They're in here with the largies. Oh, there was a hit. There he is. That's a little striper. That's a double header. That's a double header, stripers. Okay, we got... Let me move this rod. That's what's out here busting. I think the largies are hanging out right with them. That's a couple dinky stripers, but it's a double header. That's always fun. Let's see if we can just get at least one of them undone real quick. Okay, we got one baby striper. 2 baby striper. That is what's out there feeding and blowing up right now, and that was a big striper that I saw earlier when I first got to this spot. So they're out here. Is that a fish? Something hit it on the drop and it's really heavy. It's not even fighting like a fish. Is it even a fish? Well, I think it's swimming. Is it a big catfish or something, or what is it? Holy crap, it's swimming. That's a big fish, guys. I don't know what I just hooked, but he's fighting like a catfish. Holy crap, I think it's a big catfish, guys. I just saw it down there. It looked really big. That looked really big. I can't move him. It's definitely a catfish. I just don't know how big. Down there, it looked enormous. Oh my God, guys, I think I just hooked like a 20, 30 pound catfish. He looked so big down there. He doesn't even know he's hooked yet. Holy crap, that's a big catfish, guys. That's a big one. On the drop. Oh my God, look at the size of that blue. Holy crap, I was not expecting a 20 pound fish right now. He could be bigger. Holy crap, that's a big blue cat. I'm not even fishing for catfish. Look at the size of that tank, guys. This might be my PB blue here, because I don't even actually fish for them, but every once in a while I run into one. I've gotten a 20 pound flathead fishing for stripers. This is a big fish, guys. I was not expecting this. On the drop. I don't even want to put him in my net. Here, let me see if I can just get him somehow. I don't want him wrapping my net up with an A-rig in him. Holy crap, guys, that's a big one. All right, guys, I'm pretty sure this is my personal best blue catfish. I was just letting my A-rig sink all the way to the bottom, and I had this like little bluegill bite, and I set the hook, and I just thought I hooked a log or something, and he wasn't really fighting, but it was super heavy. And I pulled out this big old blue cat on an A-rig, fishing for largies and stripers today. And take a look at that girl. I mean, that's my biggest blue cat I've caught in, you know, like 25, 30 pound flatheads, striper fishing on big swim baits, but never a big blue cat. That thing is awesome. Get a release on this girl. Holy crap. I mean, she is fat too. Like she's a fatty. But we'll go ahead and get a release on this old girl. It wasn't really much of a fight. I mean, there she goes. She just barely tapped it on the drop. I set the hook and I didn't even realize it was a fish. If you guys heard me, I didn't know what was going on. I thought I hooked a log or I hit a snag or something. But that was my biggest Tennessee blue cat. And I know you guys, they get to 100 something pounds here, so that was a baby compared to what all you cat fishermen fish for. But for me, I'm happy with it, because I don't ever target catfish, but I always enjoy catching them. I'm literally reeling when it hits the water. That's how shallow it is right here. I hate picking the weeds off every cast, so I just kind of get it. There's another one. Oh, that's a good largie. That's the bigger one. Oh crap. Yeah, that's a good one. Yep, we'll take that one all day long. Nice fish, man. Yes. Beautiful. That's what we're talking about. That was 2 casts in a row. We got some feeding fish right here, guys. Oh yeah, look at them go. Let's get the A-rig in front of them. Oh my God, that was a giant largemouth. That was a 5-pound largemouth. Going right in them. Holy crap, they're feeding like crazy. Oh, right there next to the boat, dude. What the heck? Oh my God, the big ones are going off. My goodness, we got to get prepared. Man, there's some big ones in here though. Look at that little dink. There's some chunks that I just saw. The last couple busts, there were some big ones in there. There's a fish. Oh, that feels big. What is that? Oh my God, what is that? Oh, it's a big largie, guys. That's the big one I was looking for all morning. Big one. Big one. I've been waiting for this all freaking morning. Yes. Awesome. Man, that was a heavy feeling fish. Oh, that is a nice fish, guys. Man, that was a great thump. He just frickin' crushed it. Look at that girl. All right, let's get a release on this chunk. Holy cow, that's a beauty. Beautiful fish. There she goes. And there's a bigger one down there. I promise you that. They're still feeding. There's another one. No, double header. What is that? Double header white bass? That is this is my first ever double yellow bass on a ray rig. One yellow bass. There's two. That's a fat yellow bass. The yellow bass don't get very big, so that's actually a chunk right there. That's crazy. Never gotten a double header yellow bass. Got a bunch of white bass double headers, but never the yellow. Just want to thank you all for watching. Had a nice morning. That was a little discouraging because I got up here to fish the warm water at the steam plant and there was no warm water today. So I caught one nice smallmouth and a couple baby stripers, and I headed downstream to find a little cove to fish, and I found all the bait fish, and then I just started hammering the little largemouth and stripers and just had a great time. And then I ended up getting my PB catfish, my blue cat. So overall it was a fun morning. Got a lot of different varieties, got some yellow bass thrown in there, but we're heading back to the house, and we might go out tomorrow morning, maybe go do some smallmouth fishing or something tomorrow morning. It should be really hot right now, so we'll see what happens. But I appreciate y'all, and thanks for watching. We'll see y'all next time.